He'll drive it baseline. And have a big two-handed tomahawk stop and a foul and one by Alex Squires. That's how you do it. Drive it baseline and hammer it home.
Cossack Crazies, welcome back to Flandreau High School. Here it is, the Region 2A final. Winner goes to the Sodak 16. The opening tip will be controlled by Flandreau, and our game is underway. Number 10, Lily Klein will bring that up the floor. Morgan Shepard, the 8th grader, gets the start tonight rather than Hannah Cole. Quickly around the top of the arc, that's Lily Klein on a drive on the baseline. That's up and good. Flandreau a 2-0 lead early. Talia Vincent tries to get it to Kira Cruz. It's knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. Turnover by the Sioux Valley Cossacks to start this game. Flandreau's going to inbounds this on the far sideline. That was Morgan Shepard getting it into her older sister Claire. Morgan Shepard, top of the key. Claire now left wing for Flandreau. She's guarded by Isabel Bloker. She'll find Pavlis now. That's at the left wing. She's going to drive it to the paint. It is stolen away out of there. Loose ball picked up by Lily Klein. Morgan Shepard over to sister Claire now. Claire's at the right elbow. She's going to go across court. That is Sadie Ayat. She's going to drive it into the paint, and it'll be defense by Kira Cruz. It was a block, but it's going to be a foul instead. Kira Cruz got it with the body. So that'll be the first team foul, first personal on Kira Cruz. Sadie Ayat on the line for Flandreau, her first foul shot in and out. So her second free throw attempt on the way, and that one is good. It is 3-0 early here. A lead by Flandreau. Cossacks with their second possession here. Talia Vincent gets it across the timeline. She'll get it over to Kaylee Craddock, down to Kira Cruz on the left block. She backs it out to the wing. Finds Jada Knutson at the foul line. She's going to bounce past that into Kaylee Craddock. She challenges Claire Shepard. Claire Shepard gets the block, and now she's leading the floor. She's down to the other foul line now. Kicks it out to her teammate, Lily Klein. Left corner, 3-ball. Too strong on that, and it'll roll out of bounds as no one was able to run that down. Cossacks are going to inbounds this, have to go the whole distance. Talia Vincent will face probably three-quarter court pressure. Not strong, just making her work for it across the timeline. She's going to drive it to the elbow. Turn around, get it to Kira Cruz, top of the key. She drives it into the paint, guarded by Pavlis. Out to Talia Vincent. She drives it to the foul line. She goes right down the right side. Her runner scoop shot off the mark. Pavlis the rebound for Flandreau. Flandreau's the other way. That's Shepard now. The SDSU commit Shepard. That's Claire out there. She's going to find Pavlis on the left elbow, guarded by Jada Knutson. That's over to Lily Klein. That's Claire Shepard right in the paint. She turns around on that. Jumper off the mark. Isabel Bloker the rebound, quickly up the floor. Talia Vincent left wing for the Cossacks. Shift right over to Kaylee Craddock, left corner. Back up to Talia Vincent, getting instruction from head coach Jamie Granum. Izzy now up by half court. Handoff, Craddock. Jada Knutson now has it. That's Kira Cruz, 17 on the shot clock. She's going to find Kaylee Craddock streaking through the paint. First 2 points of the night for the Cossacks go to Kaylee Craddock, the freshman. 3-2 now, 5:36 left in this first quarter. Claire Shepard's going to get it across the timeline for Flandreau. That's over to Klein. Pavlis. That is Ayat. She throws it into Lily Klein, streaking through the paint. She goes off the backboard and in. 5-2 now, Flandreau. Kira Cruz is on the right wing. Craddock, top of the key. She's going to take that three. That is way off the mark. It is rebounded by Klein. She'll ran it up the floor for Flandreau. Stopped by Talia Vincent. They get it back into her in the paint after she's kicked it out. But one too many hops in there. We're going to travel by Flandreau. That'll be a turnover there. Sioux Valley now has to go the distance. Talia Vincent's going to get it across the timeline. Morgan Shepard, the 8th grader out there on guard. She'll hand it off to Isabel Bloker. Kaylee Craddock comes to get that at the top of the key. Vincent now left wing. Heavy defense by Sioux Valley. We're going to get a moving screen by Jada Knutson and a foul by Sioux Valley. Their second team foul of the quarter. 4:54 left in this first quarter. It is 5-2, a lead by Flandreau. Liberty Trigstead in. Jada Knutson comes off for a breather. Claire Shepard's going to get this across the timeline. She'll find her sister Shepard. Up to Pavlis. That's back to Klein. That's Claire Shepard going straight down the paint, and she is going to be called for a travel. She was guarded by two people. They kind of knocked the ball around. She held on to the possession of it and then just fell to the floor. So they'll call a travel on that. Turnover by Flandreau. Talia Vincent the other way. Kaylee Craddock now, top of the key. She's going to drive it right down the right side of the paint. Stopped by Claire Shepard. Now she's going to turn, spin, try a hook shot. That's blocked by Claire Shepard. She gets that loose ball, takes it the other way. Claire Shepard kicks it out. Lily Klein, she's going to drive baseline over to Pavlis. They almost had a tie-up. She gets it off the bankboard. Way too strong on that. Talia Vincent runs down the rebound. Vincent over to Craddock. Craddock's at the left wing. She'll get it to Vincent, top of the key. She's going to try that three from there. Off the mark. Long rebound. Run down by Isabel Broker. She saves it. Gets it to Cruz. And we've got a whistle. And it's going to be a reset of the shot clock. Instead of 35 on it, we go to 34 on it. So reset on the shot clock. That was the whistle. Cossacks are going to throw this in from the far sideline. Craddock finds Vincent, right corner. Trigstead, right wing. She drives it into the paint, guarded by Lily Klein. Spins, goes to the right block, too strong off the backboard. Lizzie Pavlis, she gets the rebound, outlet to Claire Shepard for Flandreau. 3:48 left in this first quarter. It's 5-2, a lead by Flandreau. Pavlis, she'll get her over to Ayat. Cross-court pass, that is Claire Shepard. She's double team in the corner. Kara Cruz almost knocked that out of there. Loose ball run down by Pablo. She's going to drive down the left side of the paint. Off the mark. She gets her own rebound. And that's in. Strong in that. Back here in Flandreau, Region 2A final. Winner list goes to the Sedex 16. 3:29 left in the first quarter. It is a 7-2 lead by Flandreau. Cossacks will bring this up the floor. They're moving from our right to our left. As you're listening on the dial, Talia Vincent picks up a dribble at the top of the key. She'll get it over to Kayla Craddock, left wing. Back to Vincent near half court. She gets Craddock back in the left wing. She's going to drive to the foul line. Liberty Trigstead wide open at the top of the key. That's off the mark. Kira Cruz, the offensive board. She'll pull it off the backboard and in. That's an and one for Kira Cruz. Great take right there, Kira Cruz. Strong off that offensive rebound. She went right to the right block, put that in there, got the foul. That was on number 30. That's Lizzie Pavlis, her first. Kira Cruz, the free throw up and good. Great three-point play by Kira Cruz. 7-5 now. 3:06 left in the first quarter. Claire Shepard's going to get this across the timeline. Lily Klein now. That's left elbow. Pavlis. She looks at Shepard in the paint, decides against it. Over to Morgan Shepard, the 8th grader. She's on the left wing. She'll drive to the foul line. Finds Claire Shepard. She drives it to the right elbow. That 15-foot jumper is off the mark. Kaylee Craddock saves it. Gets it out to Trigstead. Trigstead's going to take it across the timeline. Trigstead over Cruz. Back to Trigstead now. She's at the top of the key. Drives it right down the left side of the lane. Stopped by Lily Klein. Outlet. Talia Vincent. She's got Claire Shepard on her. That's a 6-inch difference in height right there. Craddock from the right wing. She's trying to get it down to the right block. She's going to spin on that. Left hand scoop shot off the mark. Lily Klein the rebound, and she's running the floor the other way. Guarded by Trigstead and Craddock, and there will be a foul on there on the drive. Foul on Sioux Valley will be their third team foul. It's on number 32. That is Kaylee Craddock getting her first personal. So Flandreau's going to throw this in underneath their basket. Pavlis, left elbow. She'll find Klein out to Morgan Shepard. She drives down the left side of the paint. That is blocked by Kira Cruz. Kaylee Craddock gets the loose ball. She's running the floor. She'll find Vincent, right corner. She drives into the paint, kicks it out to Trigstead, left wing three. That's off the mark. Long rebound. Lily Klein's got it. She picked it up at the top of the key. She's going to go coast to coast on that. 9-5 now. Flandreau's ahead. Quickly up the floor. Talia Vincent tries to get it all the way up the floor to Kira Cruz. It was knocked out by Pavlis of Flandreau. Sioux Valley is going to inbounds underneath their basket. Talia Vincent will throw this in. 1:44 left in this first quarter. Into Cruz, Craddock, now Trigstead, top of the key. She finds Kira Cruz cutting across the baseline, right underneath the basket. Hits it right there. Great pass. Great job, Kira Cruz. She's got 5 early. 9-7 now. A lead by Flandreau. Claire Shepard gets it over to Sadie Ayat. That's up to Pavlis, top of the key. That's Klein now. She's on the left elbow. She's going to back it up to the three-point line there. Reset it. Over to Ayat. She's going to drive baseline against Kaylee Craddock. Off balance shot, and there'll be Isabel Bloker drawing a foul there. She had a box out on Claire Shepard. Claire Shepard jumped over her back to get that rebound. Isabel Bloker 5'6", Claire Shepard 6'2", a 6-inch difference there. It worked in Isabel Bloker's favor. So with 1:12 left to go in this first quarter, it's a 2-point lead by Flandreau. Talia gets it across the timeline. She's at the top of the key. We're going to get another moving screen. That's on Liberty Trigstead this time. So the fourth team foul for Sioux Valley. 1:06 left to go in this first quarter. Claire Shepard's going to get this across the timeline. Guarded by Bloker. That's Lily Klein now, right wing. Looking for Pavlis. She's at the top of the key. Cross court, that's Ayat in the left corner. She is going to drive baseline before she gets that dribble down. One extra step. There's a travel call. Turnover by Flandreau. Sioux Valley's going to take it the other way. 9-7, a lead by Flandreau. 53 seconds left on this first quarter clock. Talia Vincent across the timeline. She's guarded by Morgan Shepard, the 8th grader, 6'2" herself. Vincent drives it to the left side. Hands off to Kaylee Craddock. Kira Cruz now, top of the key. Izzy Bloker, she comes to get that handoff. Great defense by Ayat. She gets it to the right elbow. Ayat just steals it out of there. And she's going to run the floor, but Izzy's going to reach in there and get the foul. That'll be the 5th team foul on Sioux Valley. So Sadie Ayat is going to be going to the foul line, I think. Yeah, another referee's. Yep. Short conversation there between the three refs. They saw it's a 15 foul. Sadie Ayat will be going to the line. 29.2 seconds left. It's a 2-point lead by Flandreau. Sadie Ayat got that steal right out of Isabel Bloker's hands and then led the floor, but Izzy reached in there to try to get that ball back, and that's where they called her on the reach in, a slap on the arm. Now the referees are going to have another conversation. Jamie Granum wondering why it's a free throw shooting. There's a weirdo rule that I don't understand in the 5th team foul that if it happens on some sort of breakaway like that, they don't get foul shots. So I'm not sure if Jamie Granum is going to like this answer. Oh, it's a substitution thing. Sorry. So we brought Jada Knutson in for Isabel Bloker. Now we're wondering if we have to put Bloker back in for that first free throw. Still discussing. Head coach Jamie Granum having a conversation with two referees there. They're trying to let him know what's going on. We'll keep Jada Knutson on the floor. Isabel Bloker will be on the bench. Izzy got her first personal. Now the head coach of Flandreau, Megan Sievertson, wondering what's going on with that substitution. Still explaining to both of the head coaches about that substitution. Now it's finally Sadie Ayat will get the first foul shot up, and it is in and out. Still a 2-point game. So second free throw attempt for Sadie Ayat. Couple of dribbles here. Now it's on the way. That's up and good. 29.2 seconds left in this first quarter. 10-7, a lead by Flandreau. Kaylee Craddock gets it across the timeline. Vincent's going to travel. She was looking for a teammate to pass through. One too many steps. Turnover by Sioux Valley. 23.5 seconds left. Flandreau's got a 3-point lead. They can make it a little larger now. Claire Shepard gets that throw in from the far sideline. Guarded by Trigstead now across the timeline. Throws it to her sister Morgan. That's Pavlis. She's at the left elbow. Guarded by Jada Knutson. She'll kick it out to Lily Klein. She's going to drive it in. Kick it out to Morgan Shepard. That's a 3-ball by Klein from the left corner. Off the front of the rim. 5 seconds left. Rebound by Sioux Valley. They're just not going to get that off. Trigstead's got to heave it, but the time runs out. It rolls in and out of that basket.
Starting at $46,000. Yes, $46,000 with trade. Only at Brookings Auto Mall. Shop online at brookingsautomall.com.
Constant Crazies, we are back here. Start of the second quarter. Sioux Valley gets first possession. Talia Vincent across the timeline. She gets it to the right elbow. Now she's going to take it all the way down the left side of the paint. Stopped there by Pavlis. She'll hand it off to Kira Cruz. Kira Cruz is going to run around the 3-point line. Throw it over to Kaylee Craddock. She's going to drive into the paint. Guarded by Claire Shepard. Banging bodies in there. Left hand scoop. Up and good. Kaylee Craddock, the freshman, with a great scoop right there. 10-9. A lead by Flandreau. Claire Shepard the other way for the Flyers. She's going to drive a baseline. Guarded by Izzy. She's going to get bumped on that layup attempt. And she'll go to the line for 2 shots. That's number 3, Isabel Blocher, getting her second personal. It's that size advantage that this Flandreau team has. That's a 5'6" guard guarding a 6'2" point guard for Flandreau. You have to overtake that all night long. First foul attempt was in and out for Claire Shepard. Second attempt coming. 10-9, lead by Flandreau. Claire Shepard, the SDSU commit. Her second free throw is up and good. 11-9, a 2-point advantage for Flandreau. Talia Vincent will take it the other way. Cossacks are moving from our right to our left. Kaylee Craddock, top of the key. Over to Vincent. She'll dribble up to the top of the key. That's Blocher, right wing. That's Craddock, right corner now. She's going to drive in against Claire Shepard. That'll be a reach-in fall by Claire Shepard. So the Cossacks will inbounds underneath their basket. That was the second personal on Claire Shepard for Flandreau. So Shepard's got 2. Isabel Blocher for the Cossacks. She's got 2. Talia Vincent tries to find Craddock. As she threw it into her, Craddock turned around the other way. It goes straight out of the bounds into the Flandreau bench. A turnover by the Cossacks. Flandreau's going to take it the other way. 7:07 left in this first half. 11-9, the lead by Flandreau. Region 2A final. Winner of this goes to the Sodak 16. Lily Klein for Flandreau. She's going to find Pavlis. Right block. That's off the mark. Kaylee Craddock adjusted that shot. Didn't block it, but made her turn and shoot it differently. Cossacks the other way. Lob pass into Kira Cruz. She's in the paint, and she is going to be called for a travel. Just couldn't get a handle on it before she started moving. So the Cossacks are playing good defense, just having a tough time on offense in about half of these possessions so far. Still 11-9, a lead by Flandreau. Morgan Shepard over to Lily Klein now for the Flyers. She's on the right wing. Pavlis. That's Sadie Ayat. She's going to try to throw it into the block, and that was Kira Cruz that knocked that pass away. Stolen away by Kira Cruz. She's going to drive it all the way down. Gets it to the foul line. Kick out to Vincent. She's at the top of the key. Kaylee Craddock left corner. She's going to try a 3 from there. Kaylee Craddock with a 3! She's got 7 on her night, the freshman, making a difference. This is the first lead for the Cossacks. It is 12-11. Sioux Valley. Sadie Ayat, right wing. Morgan Shepard, the 8th grader. She'll find her sister in the paint. And that is going to be the third personal on Isabel Blocher as they pass it into Claire Shepard. Isabel Blocher on the defense, and it's going to be a hold on the arm. That is the third personal on Izzy. Amy Granham's going to get her out of there. Liberty Trigstead coming in. Isabel Blocher going to the bench with 3 personals. That's a 3-point specialist that's going to have some time on the bench there. Flandreau throws it in underneath their basket. Pavlis. That's Ayat on the right block. Back out to Pavlis, right corner. Shepard to Klein. She's going to drive into the paint. Cross-court pass goes through the hands of Sadie Ayat in the right corner, out of bounds. The Sioux Valley faithful going crazy in that corner. Turnover by Flandreau. 12-11, a lead by the Cossacks. Talia Vincent across the timeline. Kaylee Craddock, top of the key. She gets the defense to fall off of her. Another 3 ball goes in and out, not quite down. Claire Shepard takes it across the timeline for Flandreau. She gets stopped at the elbow. She's going to throw it out to Pavlis. She'll try a 15-foot jumper from the foul line, off the mark. Long rebound. Kira Cruz gets it. She's running the floor. Pointing at Kaylee Craddock to go across. She's going to get it to the right block, and that's where she'll be stopped. Kick out to Talia Vincent. Trigstead, top of the key. Kaylee Craddock, left wing. She'll find Jada Knudsen right in the paint, and that's blocked away. Claire Shepard with another block. She gets the loose ball, runs the floor now, all the way down the paint, does a fake, off the fake, poured it in. Claire Shepard showing why the SDSU Rabbits want her. Wow. 13-12 now, a lead by Flandreau. Vincent, Craddock, top of the key. Trigstead now. She's going to drive it. Good defense by Lily Klein there. Some bumping, but not enough for the referee to call it. Vincent now is going to be called for a travel. 1 step too many before she dribbled on the left elbow. Turnover by the Cossacks. It's a 1-point lead by Flandreau. 4:54 to go in this first half. Claire Shepard's going to get this across the timeline. She's guarded by Trigstead. She finds her 8th grade sister. Trigstead knocks it out of there. Loose ball, still loose. Kaylee Craddock picks it up. Trigstead knocked it out. Kaylee Craddock with that, and a long pass to Talia Vince in the corner is going to be knocked away by Lizzie Pavlis. And out of bounds, the Cossacks will keep it. They're going to inbounds in front of the Flandreau bench. Morgan Shepard coming out. Hannah Crow in for Flandreau. Jada Knutson will inbounds this right in front of the Flandreau bench. She'll find Talia Vincent near the half-court line. She's going to get a screen, get to the 15-footer, and that's blocked and out of there. Sadie Ayat gets a piece of that and knocks it all the way to the baseline. Out of bounds on Flandreau. Sioux Valley's going to throw this in. Talia Vincent throwing it in. She'll find Jada Knutson at the top of the key. It's knocked away by Lily Klein, but Jada Knutson runs it down. Kaylee Craddock, Talia Vincent all alone in the right corner, and she's going to be called for a travel again. Just a hop as she got that pass. Another turnover by the Cossacks. Those are going to be killers if they keep that up. Landry throws it in. Claire Shepard's going to bring it across. 4:24 left to go in this first half. 13-12. A lead by Flandreau. Claire Shepard over to Lily Klein. Right wing. Pavlis. Top of the key. Back to Klein. She's open on the right wing. That's a 3-ball too strong. Long rebound by Crow. She throws it out to Pavlis. And it's going to be Claire Shepard getting it to the foul line. Kick out Klein. She fakes the 3. Guarded by Craddock. Cross-court pass to Crow. Left corner now. That's Ayat. Pavlis. She'll throw it into Klein on the left block. She's going to go across the paint. She's going to get something off the backboard, and it spins around the rim and falls. Lily Klein's going to get an and one. That foul was on number 24. That is Jada Knutson, her second personal. What a take by Lily Klein, the Northern State commit next year. Lily Klein is a 5'11 senior guard for Flandreau. That's a 3-point play for her. 16-12 now, a lead by Flandreau. Craddock, top of the key. Cruz, right corner. She's going to dribble up to the free throw line. That's Trigstead. She'll take it on the left side of the paint. Now she goes across the paint, back to the left side, and it's going to be a carry. That dribble got away from her just a little bit, and she carried it. So they'll call it for the turnover again on the Cossacks. I'm not sure how many they have in this first half, but it is killing their possessions. 16-12, a lead by Flandreau. Claire Shepard, the SDSU commit, gets across the timeline, finds Klein at the top of the key. That's a wide open 3, and that's off the side of the rim. Tried to be rebounded by Shepard, and it's going to be knocked out by the Cossacks. Not sure the hand that got that out, but Flandreau's going to keep that possession. 20 on the shot clock. Flandreau's going to throw it in underneath their basket. We've got 35 on the shot clock. They'll get a fresh shot clock now. So Lily Klein's going to throw this in. She'll find Claire Shepard, top of the key now, guarded by Trigstead. She's going to drive it down the left side of the paint. That's a 10-foot jumper. She stops and pops off the front of the rim. No good. Trigstead the rebound. She's guarded by Sadie Ayat. Another size difference. Flandreau over our ball handlers. Sadie Ayat is 5'10 herself. Vincent now, top of the key. Over to Trigstead. She's going to drive it down the left side of the paint. She's looking for Jada Knutson. She'll kick it back out to the top of the key. Cruz over to Vincent. 14 on the shot clock. Reset from there. Gets it over to Trigstead. She's on the right elbow. She's going to dribble out to half court. 7 on the shot clock. She picked up a dribble. She's got to do something with it. Shot clock's running down, and it's going to be knocked out by Flandreau and out of bounds. Lizzie Pavlis got a hand on that. They were trying to throw it to Cruz in front of the Flandreau bench, and it goes out of bounds. If I can find it quickly, Florence Henry with a 31-15 lead over Hamlin. That is up at Florence. So Flandreau has this. That's Lizzie Pavlis. She drives it down the right block, finds Morgan Shepard, the 8th grader. The defense falls off of her. A 10-foot jumper off the mark. Claire Shepard gets a big rebound there using her size advantage. Now it's Morgan Shepard. Lizzie Pavlis. She's on the right corner. Back up to Morgan Shepard. She won't try the 3. They'll find Claire Shepard in the paint. That's off the mark. Rebounded by Hannah Crow. That's a jumper at the rim, and she puts that in. It's 18-12 now, a lead by Flandreau. 2:10 left in this first quarter. Trigstead, top of the key for Sioux Valley. She'll drive it down to the left corner. Hands it off to Vincent. Now Vincent's at the top of the key. Back over to Trigstead, left wing. She's going to drive it to the foul line, guarded by Crow. She'll get all the way down the left side of the paint. That is too strong off the backboard. Claire Shepard, the rebound for Flandreau. She's quickly the other way. Over to Pavlis. She tries to find Claire Shepard, left block, stolen away by Jada Knudsen. Vincent, the outlet, down to Trigstead. She's on the baseline already. Kira Cruz now, left elbow. They'll find Kaylee Craddock, top of the key. She's guarded by Lily Klein. Craddock's going to drive it down the right side of the paint. Reverse her ways, go to the left block. That's too strong off the rim. Lily Klein, the rebound. Over to Pavlis. She's on the right wing now for Flandreau. 1:19 left to go in this first half. Claire Shepard through her hands. She runs down the loose ball over to Hannah Kroll. That is Morgan Shepard, the 8th grader. She's in the left corner. Back up to Claire Shepard. Lily Klein now, top of the key for Flandreau. Kroll. She's looking at Shepard. Finds Pavlis, top of the key. That is Morgan Shepard, the 8th grader. She'll drive to the foul line, kick it out. 6 on their shot clock. Claire Shepard's going to try a long 3. Long rebound into the right corner, was out of bounds as the three-pointer was off the mark with 54.4 seconds left in the second quarter. Isabel Bloker and her 3 fouls back in there on offense. Jada Knudsen's going to take a breather. Vincent is going to get it across the timeline now. She gets over to the right wing. Trigstead, top of the key. Cruz, right elbow. She's trying to get it to Craddock on the other side of the paint. She manages that. Craddock with another scoop shot with the left hand. Up and good. Kaylee Craddock doing damage in the paint. Cossacks haven't scored in a while. That's 18-14 now. We got 32 seconds left in this first quarter. Kroll for Flandreau. She finds Shepard. Claire Shepard at the left block. She kicks it out to Lily Klein. That's a 3-pointer off the mark. Morgan Shepard gets the rebound, but it will be a tie-up. That possession arrow points to Flandreau, so they'll have an inbounds underneath their basket. 20.5 seconds left, a 4-point lead by Flandreau. They'll throw it in underneath their basket. No shot clock now. Lily Klein in the paint. She gets the inbounds pass. That's off the left side of the rim. Tough shooting for Flandreau right now. Trigstead the rebound. She'll get it up the floor. 13 seconds left in this half. Trigstead top of the key. Guarded by 8th grader Shepard. Over to Kaylee Craddock. 7 seconds left. She's looking for some movement. Kaylee Craddock top of the key. 3 seconds. Down the left side of the lane. She's got to get it up there. She gets too far underneath the basket. It bounces out the bottom. As you're listening on the dial, Kaylee Craddock's going to throw this in on the far sideline. And there we go. Here's our start to the second half. 4-point lead by Flandreau. Vincent's got it top of the key. She'll drive it down the right side of the paint. Guarded by 8th grader Shepard. She kicks it back out. Now she's dribbling up to the top of the key again. Kaylee Craddock. She's on the left elbow. Gets it down the left side of the paint. Guarded by Klein. All the way to the basket. It's going to be stolen out of there by Pavlis. She knocks it out of Craddock's hands. Flandreau the other way. Claire Shepard, top of the key, guarded by Isabel Bloker. Bloker's got 3 fouls. Can't afford to get another one. She's going to drive it down the left side of the paint. That is off the mark. Long rebound. Isabel Bloker gets that after it pinballed around out of there. Bloker is going to be at the top of the key for Sioux Valley. Guarded by Ayat. She's on the left wing now. Still dribbling around out there. She's going to drive it down the left side of the paint. She is pushed to the floor. No call there. Loose ball picked up by Vincent. And then that's where a jump ball will be called. And Flandreau will have that possession arrow. So Flandreau's going to take it the other way. Turnover is still a killer by the Cossacks. Claire Shepard's going to get this across the timeline. She gets it to the right elbow. Right wing now. She'll kick it over to her 8th grade sister. Lily Klein left wing. That's Pavlis in the paint. She's triple teamed. Kira Cruz knocks that out of there. A block by Kira Cruz. And before Sadie Ayat can save it, she steps on the line as she grabbed that, and it's going to be a turnover by Flandreau. Sioux Valley will take it the other way. Vincent across the timeline now. Guarded by Morgan Shepard out there for Flandreau. 18-14 still. No one scored yet in this second half. Vincent over to Kaylee Craddock. She's going to try a right wing 3. That's off the front of the rim. Claire Shepard gets that rebound. She's leading the break the other way. She's got all the way down to the left block. It was knocked out of her hand. She gets the loose ball. She's going to kick it up to Pavlis. That'll be Ayat now, right block. She tries to get it back. It was a loose ball out there. Ayat picked it up at the foul line, gets it over to Klein, and that'll be Pavlis from 15 feet away. That jumper's off the mark. Knocked out by Flandreau. That possession still goes nowhere. No one scored yet. It's still 18-14 in this second half. A lead by Flandreau. 6:16 left in the third quarter. Vincent will get this across the timeline. She's on the left wing. Jada Knutson now. She'll get her left elbow. Kick it back out to Vincent. She'll drive it in the paint. She's guarded by Claire Shepard. Kicks it out to Craddock. She's going to get it through the paint. And she'll try an off-balance jump shot that is going to bounce off of the shot clock, but a foul called to save that. So we will have a foul on number 30. That's going to be Lizzie Pavlis getting her second personal, first team foul for Flandreau in the third quarter. Kaylee Craddock on the line as she was fouled on that shot from the right block. Her first free throw is on the way and good. Makes it a 3-point lead. She can cut it to 2 with another make right here. Kaylee Craddock, the freshman phenom, on the line. Couple of dribbles. Now it's on the way. And it rolls in and out. 18-15. A lead by Flandreau. 5:56 left in this third quarter. Pavlis over to Ayat. That's Klein. Shepard back to Ayat, top of the key. Cross court to Klein. Claire Shepard calls for it, top of the key. Yelling out instructions to her teammates. That is Ayat, left wing. Pavlis. Klein now, right elbow. Back to Claire Shepard. She's alone, all at the top of the key. That's a free ball in and good. The SDSU commit connects on that. It's a 6-point lead by Flandreau now. Isabel Broker in the right wing, the other way. Guarded by Ayat. Now they switch. Claire Shepard's on her now. She knocks it out of there. Broker runs it down. Shepard still trying to get a second try on it. Broker's going to try to get it to the left wing. She's stopped right there by the defense by Shepard. Vincent now. She'll drive it into the foul line. Craddock down the left side of the paint. She spins to the other side of the lane. Up and good against Lily Klein. Kaylee Craddock. They don't have an answer for her. 21-17 now. Lead by Flandreau. Klein gets it across the paint to Pavlis on the other end. Her shot's too strong. Craddock the rebound. Craddock's going to lead it the other way. Vincent now. She'll get it into Kira Cruz on the left block. She's got a triple team coming. Kaylee Craddock all alone, left wing. 3-ball too strong. Claire Shepard will run down that rebound. She'll take it the other way for Flandreau. She's at the top of the key. Looks at the 3. Klein now. No, that's Ayat. Sorry, Ayat's going to go off the bank board to the end. 4:28 left to go in this third quarter. Quickly up the floor to Isabel Broker. She drives in the paint against Ayat. Now she's trapped. Claire Shepard smacks that out of there. And it is going to be a loose ball still as Jada Knutson sent it back down to the Sioux Valley basket. Isabel Broker jumps on it, and she'll get the tie-up with Claire Shepard. That possession arrow points towards Sioux Valley. Jada Knutson had to get to the half-court line to send that back in. It was not going to be over and back as Flandreau knocked it that far. Liberty Trigstead now in for Jada Knutson. So the inbounds right in front of the Sioux Valley bench to Craddock. Lob pass into Kira Cruz, left block against Pavlis. That's in it good. Kira Cruz. It's still Craddock and Cruz, the only scorers for Sioux Valley tonight. 23-19, a lead by Flandreau. Claire Shepard has a left block. She'll turn, try a fadeaway 10-footer off the mark. Offensive rebound, Pavlis, and her putback is going to be fouled. I think that's Kira Cruz that's going to get that. It is. That is her second personal. So Lizzie Pavlis for Flandreau is going to have 2 foul shots. Her first one high arcing, and it's in. Five-point lead now. 3:53 left in the third quarter. Her second foul shot is an air ball. Her high arcing foul shot didn't go far enough. That'll go straight out of bounds. It'll be Cossack's ball now. Cossacks moving from our left to our right. Talia Vincent will get it across the timeline. 24-19, lead by Flandreau. Kaylee Craddock, left elbow. Cruz, left wing now. That's stolen out of there by Pavlis. Flandreau's going to get that turnover. Claire Shepard will bring it across the timeline. Guarded by Izzy. That's Ayat. She'll find Klein at the right elbow into Pavlis in the paint. She's only at 10 feet, didn't even try to shoot that. Kick it out to Klein. She's going to drive a baseline to the right block. Strong shot off the bankboard and in. It is 26-19 now. They try to get it up to Isabel Broker. It's knocked out of there by Ayat. Great defense by Flandreau. She saves it into Pavlis. Flandreau's the other way. Klein to Ayat, and we've got a push foul on Kira Cruz in the paint. As that pass was going into Pavlis in the paint, that's when Cruz pushed her. She'll be called on that. Her third personal now. Second team foul of the quarter for Sioux Valley. They'll throw it in underneath their basket. They get it into Pavlis, right wing. She's wide open. She'll try that three. High arcing three off the mark. Craddock the rebound. She'll take it the other way. Long pass. Isabel Blocher, left wing. She'll drive it in to 15 feet. That jumper's off the mark. Rebounded by Pavlis. She'll get the outlet to Klein. Klein's going to take it across the half-court line. Klein gets it all the way down the left wing. That's Morgan Shepard now. Getting it back up to the top of the key. She'll throw it into her sister, Claire. Over the reach and out of bounds. Turnover by Flandreau. 2:43 left in this third quarter. A 7-point lead by Flandreau. 26-19. Vincent's going to get it across the timeline. She's at the top of the key. Guarded by Shepard. Trigstead now. Guarded by Klein. They find Cruz on the right elbow. She's looking for Kaylee Craddock. A spin knocked out of there by Claire Shepard. Good defense by Flandreau once again. Another turnover by Sioux Valley. They are killers on the possessions. Sadie Ayat all alone on the right wing. Morgan Shepard. Lily Klein now. Left corner three ball. That's wide open. And that's good. Talia Vincent's going to get this across the timeline. And they're going to get a timeout by head coach. On the floor for Sioux Valley as they inbounds this in the far sideline. Craddock, Vincent, Trigstead, Cruz, and Blocher. Blocher's getting shadowed everywhere she goes on the floor now. They do not want her three-point shooting to get hot. This is Craddock, top of the key. She'll try a three from there. That's off the mark. Bounce around, pinball, rebound, run down by Pavlis. She'll get it over Lily Klein, and that'll be across the timeline for Flandreau. Under 2 minutes in this third quarter now. Claire Shepard has it for the Flyers. Her sister, Morgan Shepard, right wing, gets it in Lily Klein on the right block, and that's going to be a foul on Liberty Trigstead. Not a shooting foul, so Flandreau will inbounds it underneath their basket. For Trigstead, her second personal. Jada Knutson coming in. Kira Cruz will head out. Flandreau will inbounds this underneath their basket. That is Morgan Shepard finding Pavlis. She'll find Lily Klein on the right block again. Off the backboard and in. Tough shot there, but it falls. Vincent to Trigstead across half court. 31-19, a lead by Flandreau. Craddock gets it to the top of the key. She'll drive it down the left side of the paint, and that'll be blocked out of there by Claire Shepard and out of bounds. Sioux Valley will inbounds it now underneath their basket. Sadie Ayat in for Flandreau. Morgan Shepard, the 8th grader, out for the Flyers. Talia Vincent's going to throw this in underneath the Sioux Valley basket. She'll find Isabel Blocher, and that'll be almost stolen away by Sadie Ayat, but there's going to be a shot on the arm. Sadie Ayat will be called for the foul there against Izzy. Kira Cruz back in. Jada Knutson out on the offensive possession here. Talia Vincent will throw this in front of the far sideline. Vincent still looking. She'll throw it into Liberty Trigstead. Almost knocked out there by Lily Klein. These girls are huge. Trigstead over to Blocher. She's guarded by Sadie Ayat. She gets a screen from Trigstead. Gets it to the right block. Trying to get those three-pointers. They won't let her shoot it. Trigstead, top of the key. She dribbles down to the right corner. Now she'll bring it back up. Hand it out to Talia Vincent. We're going to reset it in between the circles. 14 on the shot clock. Vincent gets it left wing. She'll drive it in the paint. Trigstead, right wing, three ball. Off the front of the rim and out. Kira Cruz runs down that rebound. There's Talia Vincent all by herself. She didn't get that three-pointer off as Kroll came up in the defense. Handoff to Trigstead. That runner with the left hand falls from 10 feet. Wow, a shot by Liberty Trigstead. Flandreau the other way. Coach Shepard's at the top of the key. Guarded by Izzy. 31-21 a lead by Flandreau now. 43 seconds left in this third quarter. Sadie Ayat finds Pavlis. She's at the foul line. She'll try that jumper off the mark. Long rebound. Kroll kicks it out to Pavlis. They get a second possession out of this. And she is going to be fouled on a drive to the right block. It almost looked like a travel, but she was fouled before that. That foul is going to be on Liberty Trigstead. That is the third personal on Trigstead. Jada Knutson in, Isabel Blocher off for this defensive possession. 31.8 seconds left. Shot clock has been turned off now for Flandreau. They're going to inbounds underneath their basket. Morgan Shepard finds Sadie Ayat on the left wing, and that goes through her hands and out of bounds. right into the Flandreau bench. Isabel Broker back on for this offensive possession. Jada Knutson out. 31 seconds left in this quarter. A 10-point lead by Flandreau. Sioux Valley's got to cut it right here. Got to assume they're trying for the last second shot here. Talia Vincent, top of the key, hands it off to Isabel Broker. She's shot out everywhere. Sadie Ayatt's on her. They're not going to let her shoot threes tonight. Broker's going to drive it to the baseline. She kicks it over to Kira Cruz, the left block, off the backboard and in with 9 seconds left. Kira Cruz, another bucket. Claire Shepard gets it over to the top of the key. She fakes that three-pointer. 3 seconds left. Lily Klein from the left wing. That three-ball hits. Flandreau, winner of this, heading to the Sodak 16. Sioux Valley's going to get the first possession of the fourth quarter. Kaylee Craddock's going to throw this in. Fourth quarter is brought to us by Perkins Storage and Transfer, Tropical Smoothie, Brookings Family Dentistry, and Pepsi and Shones. Vincent, top of the key, hand off to Craddock. She's going to drive it down the right side of the paint. Guarded by Claire Shepard. She fakes the jumper. Now she's going to try a fadeaway. Left-handed scoop shot, and that goes. Kaylee Craddock having herself a night. She's got 14 now. 34-25, a lead by Flandreau. Claire Shepard, top of the key for the Flyers. She'll drive it down the left side of the paint. That scoop shot, no good. Kira Cruz, the rebound. She's won the floor. She gets it all the way to the foul line, coast to coast for Kira Cruz. She gets down the right block, kicks it out to Trigstead. Trigstead will drive through the lane. She's guarded by Klein. That spin gets her off the floor, off the backboard and out. Trigstead knocks it out to Kaylee Craddock. Three-pointer on the way. That's no good. Trigstead, another offensive board. To Craddock, to Kira Cruz, 2-point basket, and four. What a possession by Sioux Valley. 2 offensive boards, kick out to Craddock. She finds Cruz on the right block. That jumper falls as she's fouled. Lizzie Pavlis, she'll get the third personal there. And Kira Cruz is going to try to make this a 3-point play. Her foul shot is on the way. Off the mark, rebounded by Pavlis. 34-27 now. A lead by Flandreau. If they can get a stop here, they can get some momentum on their side. They're going to get out to Ayatt. She's going to drive it baseline up off the backboard and good. Talia Vincent the other way. She'll get it down the right side of the paint. Guarded by Morgan Shepard. She kicks it back out to the top of the key now. She'll find Liberty Trigstead. Left elbow. She's going to drive it in the paint. Now she'll back it off. Vincent now, left wing. She'll drive into the paint. Kaylee Craddock, top of the key. Guarded by Claire Shepard. She spins. Tries a scoop shot. No foul called there. Rebound by Flandreau. Pavlis gets it up to Claire Shepard. She's at the right elbow. She spins in the paint. Kicks it out to her sister Morgan. They'll reset it now. Claire Shepard, left wing. Pavlis. Over to Sadie Ayatt. Now they get Lily Klein on the left block. And Morgan Shepard on the other side of the paint all alone. And that's in and good. 38-27, 6:08 left in this fourth quarter. Kaylee Craddock, top of the key. She'll drive it down the left side of the paint. Strong drive. She'll get a blocking call there before the shot. That'll be the second team foul on Flandreau. That's number 10 getting that. That's Lily Klein. Her first personal. Sioux Valley's going to throw this in underneath their basket. Talia Vincent will throw it in. She will find Kira Cruz right on the right block. She's going to try against Pavlis. That's too short on that jumper. Pavlis the rebound. She kicks it out to Lily Klein. Flandreau takes it the other way. Under 6 minutes now in this game. 38-27, a lead by Flandreau. Too many turnovers by our Cossacks so far. That's why we have the spread that we have. That's going to be Claire Shepard on the right block, guarded by Izzy. Double team coming. Kicks it out to Pavlis. She's going to drive down the left side of the paint. Left baseline net, and Kira Cruz is going to block that out of there, pick up the loose ball, and run the floor. Kira Cruz, a 6'4" point guard right now. She spins in the paint. It's stolen out of there. Lily Klein ripped that ball out. She gets the steal. Broker tried to draw a foul against Claire Shepard. No good on that. They throw it over to Lily Klein, and she takes an extra step before the dribble. Turnover by Flandreau. On the travel call, Kaylee Craddock's going to throw this in front of the Flandreau student section. Talia Vincent across the timeline. 38-27, a lead by Flandreau. 5:11 left to play in this game. Kira Cruz, left wing. She'll find Trigstead at the foul line. She's going to drive it down the right side. Fakes Lily Klein up, didn't take the jumper, gets it over to Kaylee Craddock. No carry on that. She gets all the way to the bucket. Another scoop shot, too strong on that. Pavlis, the rebound for Flandreau. Kick out to Claire Shepard. Coach Severson for Flandreau tells him to slow it down. I want to work some clock here. 4:48 left to go in this fourth quarter. Morgan Shepard looks at the three. Now she get it over to Pavlis. She looked at the three as well. Now they're just playing catcher on the three-point line. Ayat to Pavlis. Back to Ayat, right corner. Pavlis. That's Morgan Shepard all by herself. She gets it into the paint, and she'll throw that off the backboard and in. They're so big in the paint. Vincent the other way for Sioux Valley, 30-27. She tries to get it to Trigstad. That'll be intercepted by Lily Klein, and Trigstad's going to foul her trying to get back at it. That'll be the fourth personal. Liberty Trigstad, 4:19 left in this game. It is 40-27, lead by Flandreau. Sioux Valley doesn't have an answer for the size of this five girls on the floor for Flandreau. Not many teams do in South Dakota. Claire Shepard on the left block. Over Isabel Blocher, uses her size advantage again. That's in and good. 42-27 now. Kaylee Craddock, top of the key. She's going to drive it down the left side. Spin to the other side of the paint. She'll try another scoop shot. Gets Morgan Shepard off the floor, and she will be fouled on her shot. Kaylee Craddock showing all the moves that she has as a freshman. So that foul on Morgan Shepard, the 8th grader, her first personal, third team foul by Flandreau. Kaylee Craddock to the foul line. Her first foul shot is on the way, and it bounces off the right side of the rim and out. Probably some tired legs there by Kaylee Craddock. She's doing a little bit of everything tonight. I'm not getting all the team stats, but she's got to have a little bit of everything. Second foul shot on the way. That bounces around and in. Set tonight. A couple more opportunities out there. Vermilion and Lennox, it's 34-33 with 4 minutes left in that game. So Flandreau's going to have possession here. It's going to be full court pressure by Sioux Valley. Shepard throws that in to Klein. Sioux Valley trying to get traps. They get it across the timeline fairly easily. This is Lily Klein over to Sadie Ayat, left wing for Flandreau. 3:38 left to go in this game. 42-28, a lead by Flandreau. Cossacks have to get stops now. They throw it into Claire Shepard, right elbow. She'll find a streaking Pavlis on the left side of the lane. That's in and good. 44-28 now. 3:24 left to go. Kira Cruz left wing. She'll drive it in the paint, and she is going to be called for a charge as she ran Lily Klein over on the right block. Klein got established. Cruz ran into her. Called for the charge. That is the fourth personal on Kira Cruz. 44-28, 3:19 left in this game. Cossacks bring the full court pressure once again. Claire Shepard gets the inbounds, guarded by Craddock. Craddock is going to challenge her all the way across the timeline. Almost had a steal there. Shepard will find Ayat. Now back up to Claire Shepard. Ayat is alone in the left corner. She gets to Morgan Shepard. Lily Klein now top of the key for Flandreau. 3 minutes to go in this game. 44-28, a Flandreau lead. Pavlis, Ayat, back up to Morgan Shepard, the 8th grader. She'll find her sister Claire on the right block. That shot up and off the mark. He gets her own offensive rebound. She gets another try at it. And we'll have a held ball on the third rebound of that possession. It was Ayat and Kaylee Craddock to tie that up. We're going to have a possession arrow that points towards Flandreau. 2:40 left in this game, 44-28. Jada Knudsen in. Liberty Trigstad out for the rest of this defensive possession. Be a fresh 35 for Flandreau. They're going to throw it in underneath their basket off that tie-up. Morgan Shepard, the 8th grader, finds Lily Klein, top of the key. She's going to drive it down the left side of the paint. That is going to be Sadie Ayat, but before she gets that pass out there, we will have a foul on number 32. That is Kaylee Craddock getting her second personal on a push. So Flandreau inbounds this again off the baseline. They find Claire Shepard, 2:33 left to go. She's going to drive it left baseline. And a push foul on Jada Knudsen, as I think Jamie Granham is trying to get to 5 team fouls to get some free throws going and try to save some of this clock. 2:31 left to go now. Morgan Shepard throws into her sister Claire. She's double teamed. Bloker there. Jada Knutson there. They get it out to Lily Klein. Out by half court. She's double teamed. Gets it over to Ayat. Claire Shepard now at the right elbow. Sioux Valley drops into 2-3 zone. They get it to Pavlis at the right block. And she is going to be fouled on her jumper. This will be on number 32. Again, Craddock getting a foul. And that is the 15th foul. So Flandreau will be shooting free throws now. Lizzie Pavlis, the Dakota Wesleyan recruit. First free throw rattles around and falls. Sioux Valley's just running out of time. They just could not close this gap. They're not the only team in South Dakota that doesn't have an answer for this size of the Flandreau Flyers. Their guards are 6'2", our guards are 5'6". Pavlis, second free throw, no good. It's Claire Shepard, the offensive board. It is guarded by Craddock, and Craddock is going to get foul number 4. Trying to get that ball out of there. Claire Shepard will head to the foul line. 2:12 left to go in this game. 45-28, a lead by Flandreau. Claire Shepard, her first free throw attempt on the way, and good. She gets the ball from the ref. Second foul attempt for Claire Shepard, the SDSU commit. Off the back of the iron and out. Kira Cruz gets the rebound. 46-28, a lead by Flandreau. 2:06 left in this game. Trakestad, she'll get it in the left corner. Kick out to Vincent, top of the key. She runs that down near half court. It got away from her a little bit. She'll drive it into the paint. Guarded by Morgan Shepard, the 8th grader. Kick out to Trakestad. She'll try a 3, top of the key. Off the back of the iron. Kira Cruz, the offensive board, kicks it back out to Trakestad. Kaylee Craddock now from the right wing. She drives into the paint. Scoop shot blocked away by Claire Shepard. Craddock runs down the loose ball and this and have to go the full distance. They're going to face full court pressure by the Cossacks. Kira Cruz will challenge the inbounds. They find Claire Shepard, guarded by Trakestad. She dribbles across the timeline. Trakestad couldn't get that ball out of there. Doesn't seem like they were willing to foul anymore. It is a 16-point lead. Head coach Jamie Granham is going to get the 2 seniors off the bench. They're going to come in. That is going to be Isabel Bloker running down Lily Klein and fouling her. For Isabel Bloker, that is her 4th personal, and we'll have 2 seniors coming in off the bench. This Flandreau team is so tough. Lily Klein, first free throw on the way, hits the left side of the rim and out. Savannah Rodden, a senior in. Caitlin Craddock, a senior in. That'll be Kaylee Craddock out and Liberty Trakestad out. The 3 seniors are on the floor. Actually, no, only 2 of them. Jada Knutson still on the bench. Second foul attempt off the mark. Kira Cruz gets that rebound. She'll run the floor over to Savannah Rodden. She's going to drive it in from the left wing. Kick it out to Caitlin Craddock. Back to Rodden, left wing. She'll get it to the foul line now. 1:07 left in this game. Out to Vincent, top the key. She'll drive it down the right side of the paint. That scoop shot's off the mark. Claire Shepard's going to run that down. We are under 1 minute. It is a 16-point lead by Flandreau, and their fans are starting to clap and get to their feet. Lily Klein is going to be fouled by Isabel Bloker on a push. That'll be a foul out by Isabel Bloker. Scoreless in this regional final. Skylar Knutson in, Brooke Knutson in, Jada Knutson in, Kira Cruz and Talia Vincent off, and Flandreau is going to empty their bench as well. 49.3 seconds left. The Flandreau Flyers are going to punch their ticket to the Sodak 16. Standing ovation by the Flyer faithful here in Flandreau, as Lily Klein is still on the foul line, and that foul attempt is off the mark, but it was 2 shots. Everyone went in for the rebound, as it's, a lot of JV kids out there. So a second foul attempt coming for Lily Klein. That is on the way. It's off the front of the rim, bounces out of there. Skylar Knutson the rebound, outlet to her sister Brooke, or her cousin Brooke, sorry. And it'll be handled by Flandreau. They pick up the loose ball. They get Lily Klein out of there. Substitution whistle there by the refs. 44 seconds left. It's a 16-point game. The three seniors still on the floor for Sioux Valley. Not how they wanted to go out in this season, but this is how it's going to end. Flandreau, so tough. Their size is such an advantage. When they can go 6'2", 6 foot across their front line, not a lot of teams have an answer for that. Flandreau tries a three-pointer with 13 seconds left. It was off the mark. Jada Knutson gets the rebound. She will be fouled on that rebound. 11.3 seconds left. Jada is going to inbounds to Savannah Rodden. And this is probably the last possession of the Sioux Valley girls basketball season. Jada Knutson left wing. She's going to drive it to the foul line. 3 seconds left. Caitlin Craddock to Rodden, and that's how the